Having multiple passions is only for the rich.
Ayoko i-gatekeep yung passion sa mayayaman lang. Kasi part yun na pagiging human. Whether you're rich or you're poor, you can have multiple passions.
It's not for the rich, it's for everyone. Huwag silang madamot.
So, Jin, how's life lately?
Well, yung stage ng buhay ko ngayon, parang nag-reset ako from last year. I've been working in the legal field as a lawyer for about 6-7 years na. So when I had my existential crisis, I started asking, ano ba yung mga pinaka-importante sa akin? Doon ko na-discover yung passion ko for acting, content creation. I'm building my career back na acting and lawyering at the same time.
I moved to Baguio recently. I'm figuring things out. So, freelancing ako ngayon. Gulo na ng mundo, diba? Parang gawin mo na yung gusto mo, ganyan. Life's crazy, but dapat you're crazier. So, yan.
I hope magawa ko din yung kanya. As a mom, as a wife, and as a corporate girly, I hope this next 10 years of my life, ano naman siya, corporate girly plus the thing that I want.
Overall, yung life ko naman is very, for me, productive naman. Thesis at grad school, tapos books, and then yun, full-time work from home na accounting yung role. Pero may something na gusto ko pang i-fill na gap, parang ganun. So yun yung hinahanap ko na hindi ko pa alam at this moment. In-enjoy ko muna kung ano yung meron.
I feel extra old in this table, no? Kasi like, everybody's saying parang 10 years. I've been working for like 15 years. And then sometimes it does creep up on you na parang, oh, parang oo nga, no? Parang ako na lang nandito. Tapos, ano bang ginagawa ko? And that's how I got into music, per se. Nandito ako sa point na parang I really do want to do more.
This year po kasi 2025 marks my 10th year sa corporate life. Gusto ko rin naman ituloy yung mga mga dreams and passions ko, ganyan. Yun nga po, freelance TVCs, and I dance as well. Yung era ko ngayon is nasa experimental inner child healing.
Happy for
Binabalik
you!
yung para sa'yo, parang gano'n.
Work-life balance is a myth in today's society.
Today's society.
Ako, I believe that there's no such thing as balance, but prioritization meron. There's no such thing as balance because if you want to balance yung mga bagay-bagay in life, you'll end up dead. Gusto mo ba na parang kang laging nagrarattle para lang mabalance yung sarili mo into one? Ayaw naman natin nun. So gusto natin i-prioritize. Kunwari, di ba, sinabi, kailangan priority mo family mo. So in a day, dapat ba 50% sa family, 25% sa work, 25% for yourself? Siyempre hindi.
I disagree that work-life balance is a myth. In the sense na kaya naman, sometimes kasi some people don't have a choice to pick that balance. Yun nga, as you guys said, depende sa responsibilities ng tao. But sometimes yun nga, the market is also competitive in a sense. Mag-leave ka lang ng one day, pagbalik mo, iba na yung nag-handle ng mga ginagawa mo. While pwede mo naman gawin, sometimes parang may threat na, ay, dapat ba akong mag-leave for 3 days?
Parang nakaka-guilty pa,
Oo,
no?
sasama yung loob mo. Pero doable siya. So, at the end of the day, it's a matter of perspective talaga na what is important to you.
Dami ko pong natutunan sa inyo. The reason why neutral yung sagot ko, similarly to any other myth, it's a myth until it's proven true. Nung nagsa-start ako mag-work, like hindi ko siya nakikita na possible pala sa akin until I reach the point na kailangan ko na mag-adapt or change. At the end of the day, it's a choice. And it will always depend on the person if they have the ability to choose.
It's okay to outgrow your parents' definition of success. Okay, ilagay nyo na yung mga sagot.
I strongly agree because first of all, every generation dapat talaga better than the previous generation. So you are supposed to outgrow their definition of success. Given our society, napaka-achievement-based kasi ng society natin. Pag sabi mong success, dapat meron kang ganito. Dapat bahay ka na, may anak ka. Napaka-materialistic, tama. Dapat i-redefine din natin what does success look like on an individual basis. So hindi lang ako strongly agree. We must outgrow the success ng parents natin.
No, I strongly agree po talaga. Kasi as much as they are my parents, I still see them as individuals. And I'm a different individual as well. So if their success is seeing their child by late 20s to be married, have children, may bahay, it will not apply to me kasi hindi yun yung gusto ko. And at this point, malayo pa talaga ako doon. So, to outgrow yung definition ng parents natin of success, talaga, it's a social construct na we need to break. We need to let people grow on their own.
May answer po is, I agree with every one of you. Wag na po natin i-pressure yung mga bata. Hayaan na po natin sila maging masaya kasi mas masaya ang society pag masaya po yung mga bata.
Having multiple passions is only for the rich.
Having multiple passions only for the rich.
For me, kahit anong status mo sa buhay, you can enjoy multiple passions. Madalas ko rin ito naririnig na parang laging privilege lang ba yung mas may kayang gumawa ng mga ibang-ibang activity or passion or mga ganap sa buhay. In reality talaga, kahit sino kahit yung mga hindi ganun ka-well-off, kaya na nilang mag-invento or mag-create ng ideas in their own way. Hindi naman siya kailangan gamitan ng pera palagi. Although yes, may edge talaga palagi yung mayayaman. For me, everyone, kahit anong status mo talaga or walang-wala, kahit piso lang yung pera mo, pwede ka maka-invento, basta gamitin mo lang yung ideas mo, ganun.
I'll speak based on experience, like music nga, no? Pag wala kang gamit, it's hard to pursue music. It's true kasi like, you can like maybe paint 1, 2, 3, 4, di ba? Pero how long will you survive from it? It's hard to sustain everything all at once. So there will always be a limited number wherein, oy, lumipat to. Kukontrahin ako. Pero yun nga, like, as much as okay naman na marami, no? Pwedeng marami, pero sometimes it just doesn't work.
I don't disagree with you. May nare-realize lang kasi ako while you were talking, mas na-organize yung thoughts ko. When you say passion, it's part of being human And nakakalungkot lang na pag sinasabi nating passion, iniisip agad natin a hobby that requires material things or an investment. Ayoko i-gatekeep yung passion sa mayayaman lang kasi part yun na pagiging human. I do agree na merong certain hobbies or activities that requires equipment. Whether you're rich or you're poor, you can have multiple passions at hindi mo kailangan i-equate yun sa wala kasi akong pera, therefore hindi ako pwede maging passionate sa ganitong larangan. You can still be passionate. At hindi mo kailangan i-monetize yung passion mo para mapatunayan na passion mo siya. Hindi mo kailangan gawing side hustle. Kasi maraming tao, passion ako sa ganito. Tapos nakita na, ang galing mo mag-drawing. Mag-commission ka, perahan mo na yan. Hindi mo kailangan perahan yun. Kaya, nung napaisip ako, nilipat ko sa strongly disagree.
Kaya ako nag-disagree kasi gusto ko lang i-highlight yung mga small things na hindi natin napapansin. Nakikita ko sa ibang tao, some people are passionate kapag may typhoon, nagbo-volunteer sila. Passion yun
Kumbaga passionate to help people.
Passion na din yun It doesn't really have to always be...
Kumbaga, it can be in any form.
Yes. Sometimes actually, it's intangible
Yes.
talaga siya minsan.
It's not for the rich, it's for everyone. Huwag silang madamot.
Tama.
Stability is overrated. I'd rather take risks to achieve my dream.
Hindi na ako lilipat.
Nag-isip talaga ako. Saan ba ako? Pag pag mother na iba na, no? Meron kasing other person na naka-attach sa'yo umaasa sa'yo, not just you. It's a different thing na panganay ako, tapos meron mga kapatid. So it's a different story, no? Yung stability for a mom is something na, you want to give more dun sa bagets mo. Hindi lang yung stability na makakain kami 3 beses sa pag-aral ko siya, etc. Something like extra mile stability.
My answer po is neutral kasi siguro parang the only thing that is constant in the world is change. I mean, there is stability, but to what extent lang? Pwede hanggang today lang, tomorrow, di ba? Basically, risk is really more of adapting talaga di ba? Like talagang kailangan mo gawa ng paraan. But change happens only pag nagbago yung loop mo. Kung paulit-ulit ka sa ginagawa, walang magbabago. So, kailangan mo mag-take ng risk.
Calculated risk.
Calculated risk, yeah. You just have to take the risk.
For me kasi connected siya Hindi siya pwedeng paghiwalayin kasi ma-achieve for me naman, ma-achieve mo lang yung stability kapag ka nag-risk ka sa buhay. Parang everyone has to start with scratch talaga. Hanggat wala silang ginagawa sa scratch na yun, hindi na siya taking risk. So, ayun. For me, yung mga taong stable na ngayon, yun yung mga nag-take ng risk.
It's never too late to reinvent yourself, bro.
Of course.
Thank you po.
Sinungan mo na.
Actually, papasabay ko na nga Salamat.
I wanna jump off that point, no, you said. Kasi like, in 2017, I lost both my parents, no. It's like that huge reset button na parang, you're on your own, can do and try new stuff, meet people. I started my first official band. And that was in my 30s, I believe, no. We've been a band for like 4 years. Tapos we've been able to play in big stages. For a 30-plus-year-old to say that I've been doing this for 4 years. Tapos we did that. Anything can happen if you just, try.
I learned it the hard way kasi ako yung tipo na tao na nagsaset ng timeline before. I used to do that. Lagi ko sinasabi sa sarili ko, mag-iipon ako until 25. Pag 25, magte-take ako ng mga dance class, yung mga hindi ko nagawa before. But nung 25 ako, hindi pa rin ako financially stable to do that. Kapag ikaw kasi yung tipo na tao na marami kang tied up responsibilities, ikaw yung nanonood sa background and ikaw yung nanonood ng success ng iba. And you learn to be satisfied with that. Pero na-realize ko, hindi pala natatapos lahat doon. Kahit ano pa age mo, pwede mo pa rin siya gawin. So, at 28, pwede pa rin pala ako mag-take ng dance class. Pwede pa rin ako sumayaw. And ginagawa ko siya. And I'm happy na nagawa ko yun kasi it's a milestone for me. Kasi reinvention for me, I learned it the hard way, pero I'm loving it.
Siguro for me, it's very important kasi as a trans man kasi, yun na yung ginawa ko for myself is reinventing. It's really more of like being your true self, diba? I mean, cliche as it may sound, pero yun talaga yung core ng reinventing is, diba? Be your authentic self. And for me to have that point na hindi, ito talaga di ba? Kahit anong gawin ko, like, sige, magdamit lang ako ng masculine, or whatsoever. I really tried everything. I really did, talaga. And wala At the end of the day, ikaw rin kasi magdadala niyan sa sarili mo. Like, matutulog ka, are you happy with yourself?
Yeah.
Di ba? So, I had to do it. Kasi, right now, I am happy. Like, I never regretted that moment talaga na I did something for myself. Pero, I'm reinventing myself now, but I'm more of myself na person, reinventing another part of me.
Yeah.
Parang subparts
Thank
ka.
you. Thank you for sharing that story.
Nice.
Is it truly possible to explore or unlock things you want in life?
Parang walang gagalaw.
Parang wala nang gagalaw. Matik na yun.
Gagalaw.
Ako, strongly agree. Pero gusto ko lang din i-temper yung opinion kasi part yun ng pagiging tao meron ka talagang hindi makukuha. May gusto ko ngayon, possible siya makuha, possible to explore, pero wala, hanggang dito na, nawakasan na yung buhay ko. May mga bagay na ma-unlock ka, may mga bagay na hanggang explore lang, never mo na-unlock, and that's okay. Yun lang din, isipin natin na hanggang kailan ko to i-explore. Kung hindi ko i-explore ngayon, kailan ko siya specifically i-explore? Or hanggang possibility na lang ba siya?
For me, hindi lang siya possible. It's really more than possible talaga Kasi I wanted to be a jazz dancer. I see myself dancing in Broadway. Sa studio namin, biglang nagka-opportunity. Naisip lang ng head coach namin doon na I wanna teach jazz basics. So I took it. Parang feeling ko, para sa akin siya talaga. So, hindi lang siya possible. It's really more than possible. As long as gusto mo, magagawa mo pa rin siya.
Kung passion mo talaga siya, you'll carve space for yourself in there. You'll take the time and the effort to carve space for, and the world will make space for you sometimes. Posible pa yan at age 28.
So you only miss the opportunities you don't take.
With the many possibilities in life, it's sometimes challenging to know which one to prioritize. And while opportunities are everywhere, turning them into reality takes more than just ambition. It takes a plan. That's where FWD Set for Life Plus comes in. It's an investment-linked life insurance that not only protects you but also helps you build financial security as you go after your goals. With benefits like a startup bonus, a guaranteed milestone increase, loyalty bonus, and premium extension bonus plus an opportunity to invest in global and local funds. It basically gives you the flexibility to take on life's possibilities with confidence. So as we dive deeper into these real-life questions about career, passion, money, and life decisions in general, let's also talk about what it really takes to make all these possibilities come true.
I like that FWD has that plus already. Yung iba, it's more of protection and VUL lang if you have something special in your life. Kasi milestone, milestones, diba? You have an add-on, parang sobrang nakakagana, and ikaw as an investor or as a person who wants to save, syempre you want something na meron kang magkakaroon ka ng additional benefit from saving.
I like that because when you say insurance, it's a safety net. Insurance really is protection for risks or eventualities na mangyayari sa buhay mo. For example, ikaw, may dependents ka. When you pass away, you still want to, in a way, take care of your dependents, whether it's a child or yung parents mo or siblings na nakadepende sa'yo. And insurance takes care of that to make sure that you have some money to give them leeway so that they can keep going in life. So I like that there are companies out there, especially FWD, who takes care of you, who looks out for you, who provides products or options that you can take if you have the money for it para magkaroon ka ng extra layer of security in your life and stability, di ba?
I strongly agree sa kanya. Siguro bawiin ko na lang din sinabi ko kanina, hindi lang pala change ang constant, si FWD din. Yeah, but seriously, ang galing lang the fact na yung money mo, yung funds mo, it's growing. FWD is also growing with you. Na you have something to look forward to at the same time na may support siya. Na aside siya, kasi parang there's this notion kasi na pag-insurance, may enjoy mo lang yan pagpatay. Hindi mo siya mag-enjoy. Wala ka na, di ba? But this one, may enjoy mo siya while you're still living. And not just living, di ba? You're thriving. What?
Wow.
But yun, check ako dyan.
New levels.
Check her out na.
So ako, 10 years from now, siguro I see myself, by God's grace, financially stable. Siguro alongside motherhood, nagagawa ko yung passion ko in music.
For me naman, 5 to 10 years from now, I see myself getting my books published internationally or worldwide sana. Kasi
Nampasign po.
kahit hindi na ako sumikat yung libro lang, kasi yun lang naman, parang sobrang invested talaga ako doon nung ginawa ko.
Like 5 to 10 years from now, I want to be able to say comfortably like flip the script. Kasi ngayon, I'm an architect, tas musician on the side. So sana by 5 to 10 years from now, musician na ako, tas yung architecture on the side na lang.
How I see myself having my own more retainer clients, na mas control ko yung time ko, and also appearing in short films and full-length films, acting in theater, 100,000 followers. So, nakita ko gano'n.
Declare ko na ngayon. Declare, pero siguro I want to be able to see myself 5 to 10 years from now being able to have a business, be creative, diba? Share what I want to share. At the same time, be able to continue doing my advocacies. Yeah, I do have advocacies. And just be able to travel and say to yourself na deserve mo yung nakukuha mo.
Same case rin kasi ang dream ko talaga is maging successful sa kung saan ako talaga passionate. Enough na yun. Yun na lang talaga gawin ko. On the side na lang yung mga corporate jobs. So hopefully, by the time talaga, I'm successful enough to do that para makapagpatayo na ako ng bahay para sa mga pets ko. Hindi sa akin. I house raise po kasi. But of course, para for me to create a shelter, dapat successful muna.
Declare na natin yan. In 10 years from now, we'll be there.
Declare.
Strongly agree.
Nagawa tayo ng GC. Guys,
Strongly
kamusta?
agree.
Strongly agree po.
Anong next dito?